Okay, so I read this story about a bakery owner, Sarah. Her place is apparently amazing. Like, people line up for her sourdough on weekends, packed storefront.
Sounds great.
But online, total ghost town. She Googled best bakery near me, and guess what? Her competitor, who she admits makes pretty mediocre bread, was number one. Sarah's site, buried. Page 4.
Oof. Yeah, page 4 is basically invisible. We
Yeah.
all know that, right? If you're not on page 1, especially the top half,
Yeah.
you might as well not exist online.
Exactly. And that's really the core of our deep dive today. What's wild is Sarah didn't change her recipes or anything. The bread was always good. Nothing about the business changed, just how Google, understood her website. And the results were kind of nuts, like 280% jump in traffic, new catering orders, all within 3 months just from fixing the basics online.
And those basics, that's what we call on-page SEO. It's not like super technical wizardry or buying dodgy links or anything.
Yeah.
It's the stuff you control on your actual website pages.
Right. The words you use, how the page is structured, the pictures, the titles,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
precisely. We saw this great analogy. Having a website without this on-page stuff sorted, it's like building this amazing state-of-the-art shop.
Yeah.
But then you, I don't know, forget to put up a sign. Or you cover up the address. Maybe draw the curtains. People can't find you, even if you're technically open. You're just invisible.
That's a perfect description.
Yeah.
And it really highlights the stakes, which is why, you listening need to care about this, right
Oh,
now.
absolutely. Because if you're not showing up when people search organically, you're basically invisible to most potential customers. The stat is just brutal, isn't it? 75% of people, they never scroll past the first page of Google results.
75%. So if you're on page 2,
Forget about it. You're out of the game for that search. You just don't exist in their buying process.
and that invisibility, that costs real money, especially, when you think about paid ads. You run ads, you get leads, you stop paying.
The leads dry up instantly. On-page SEO is the opposite. It's foundational. It's like building equity. It keeps working for you 24/7, bringing in people who are actually looking for what you offer. Think of it like your most reliable employee, the one who works tirelessly while you sleep.
Okay, I like that. So our mission today is to break down the 5 absolutely essential on-page SEO elements that can take a website from invisible to, well, magnetic.
Let's do it. Where do we start?
All right, element number 1, according to the sources. Title tags.
Oh,
This is that blue link you see in the Google search results, right? The very first thing people read.
it is your first impression, digitally
Yeah.
speaking. And here's where so many small businesses make a really common mistake. They just use generic stuff,
Like what?
like Home Smith and Associates, or maybe just the business name, like Garcia's Bakery.
Okay, but hang on. If the bakery is called Garcia's Bakery, why isn't Welcome to Garcia's Bakery the right title? I mean, lots of website templates suggest that.
Yeah, and that's the trap. Think about it. If someone already knows Garcia's Bakery, they'll probably type the name directly into Google or their browser. They'll find you,
Right.
but the people who don't know you yet, they're not searching for Garcia's Bakery. They're searching for things like, I don't know, fresh artisan bread near me, or Custom Cakes Miami.
Ah, okay. So the title needs to reflect what they're searching for, not just your name.
Exactly. It needs to be a signal to both Google and the searcher about what that page offers. So instead of that weak title, Welcome to Garcia's Bakery.
You use something like Fresh Artisan Bread and Custom Cakes Garcia's Bakery Miami. Much clearer.
Precisely. Now you're matching the search intent. Someone searching Custom Cakes Miami sees that title and thinks, this is relevant. They click. That's how you get found by new customers. That's visibility.
Okay, that makes total sense. Which leads us nicely into element number 2, the meta description. That's the little snippet of text under the blue link.
Yep. Think of this as your 15-second pitch. Once the title grabs their attention, the meta description has to convince them to actually click your link instead of the others around it.
Right, but the sources were pretty clear. Google doesn't actually use the words in the meta description to rank your page, does it?
Correctly. No, it's not a direct ranking factor
Yeah.
in the way keywords in your content are.
So why bother? Is it not just, wasted effort if it doesn't help you rank higher?
Not at all. Because it massively impacts your click-through rate. Or a CTR. Think about it. If your title gets you onto page 1, but your description is boring or irrelevant.
People will just skip over it and click the next link down.
Exactly. Even if you rank slightly higher, Google sees that. They see people clicking competitors instead of you. And if enough people skip your link, Google thinks, maybe this result isn't as relevant as we thought. And that can indirectly hurt your rankings over time.
Okay, got it. So it's all about making that link irresistible. So let's look at the example again. The weak one was something like, Garcia's Bakery has been serving the community since 1987. Kind of. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, very passive. It doesn't tell me anything useful now. Compare that to the better one. Order custom birthday cakes, wedding cakes, and fresh-baked sourdough. Same-day delivery is available in Miami. Family owned since 1987.
Much better. It tells me what I can get, mentions key services, adds a benefit like same-day delivery, and still gets the established part in. It's actionable.
Exactly. Actionable and
Yeah.
specific. It answers the "what's in it for me" question right there in the search result.
Okay, so we've hooked them with the title, persuaded them with the description. They click. Now they're on the page. What's next for making sure the page itself works? Element 3, header tags. H1, H2, H3.
Right. Think of these like chapter titles and subheadings in a book. They structure the page. They help people who skim, and let's be honest, most people skim online understand what the page is about quickly.
And they help Google too, right?
Massively. Especially the H1 tag. That's your main headline for the page. It should be crystal clear, tell Google exactly what this specific page is about, and ideally include your main keyword for that page.
So the example used was for a landscaper. A common mistake might be using a creative, kind of vague H1 like creating beautiful spaces. Sounds nice, maybe.
Sounds nice, tells Google almost nothing useful, what kind of spaces, where.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, the H1 needs to be direct and informative. Something like professional landscaping services in Austin, Texas.
Wham! Clear. You know immediately what it is and where it is.
Precisely. That H1 sets the main topic. Then your H2s break down the different aspects of that topic, maybe lawn care services, garden design, hardscaping, whatever. And H3s can break those down further. It creates a logical hierarchy.
A roadmap, like you said, for both humans and search engines,
Yeah.
which flows perfectly into element number 4.
Yeah.
The actual content, writing stuff that answers questions. And this, according to the research, is where most business websites kind of fall flat on their face.
Oh, big time. It's often a spectacular failure, actually. So many sites just talk about themselves. You see the same generic phrases everywhere.
We're passionate about excellence. We pride ourselves on service. Industry-leading solutions.
Exactly. That kind of corporate fluff. It sounds important maybe, but it means nothing to the customer who has a specific problem.
Right. Like, if my basement is flooding at 9 p.m., I don't care about your passion for excellence. I need to know, can you fix leaky pipes? Do you offer emergency service? What areas do you cover now?
That corporate jargon is just wasted space. It doesn't help the user, and it doesn't help Google understand what problems you actually solve.
So the key is shifting from talking about yourself to talking to the customer and answering their actual questions.
Precisely. Your content needs to directly address the things people are typing into Google. Think about the specific questions your potential customers have.
Okay, like the examples given. How much does kitchen remodeling cost in Denver? Or what's the best type of mulch for Florida gardens? Maybe even, do I need a lawyer for a small business contract?
Yes. Pages built around answering those specific questions thoroughly are gold. Google sees you providing real value, real answers. It recognizes you as an authority on that topic for that specific high-intent search.
And you get the traffic from people who are clearly looking for what you offer.
And importantly, the style matters too. The advice was clear. Write naturally. Write like you're explaining it to a friend over coffee. Use the words they would use, not your internal industry jargon.
Good point. Be helpful, be clear, use their language. Okay, element number 5, images. Making sure they load fast and actually make sense to Google. This seems like a balancing act, especially for visual businesses like Sarah's Bakery. You want beautiful photos, right?
You do. Images are crucial for engagement. But big, high-resolution images are often huge files, and they can absolutely kill your page load speed.
And we know Google hates slow websites. Speed is definitely a ranking factor.
It absolutely is. So you have this dual task with images. Make them look good, but make them load fast.
So what are the essential steps here? The sources mention 2 key things for every single image.
Yep. Number 1, compression. Before you even upload the image, you need to make the file size smaller. There are tons of tools for this, many free online. The goal is to reduce the file size significantly without making the image look noticeably worse.
Okay, compress first. What's number 2?
Descriptive file names. This is so often overlooked. Don't upload images with names like img4847.jpg or screenshot 2023-10-26.jpg.
Because that tells Google nothing.
Exactly. Rename the file before you upload it. using relevant keywords. So instead of img4847.jpg, it should be something like chocolate fudge birthday cake -miami-bakery.jpg. Use hyphens to separate words.
It seems small, but it gives Google another clue about what the image and therefore the page is about.
It really does. And tied into that is alt text. Alt text, or alternative text, is the description you add to an image in your website's backend.
Right, that's important for accessibility, isn't it? For screen readers used by visually impaired visitors.
Hugely important for accessibility, yes. But it also gives Google even more context about the image content. So, describing that cake image in the alt text as close-up of a rich chocolate fudge birthday cake with candles from Garcia's Bakery, Miami is great for users and for SEO. It's a win-win.
Okay, compress, rename, and use descriptive alt text.
Got it. So those are the 5 foundational elements. But just doing the right things isn't always enough, right? We also need to avoid the big mistakes.
Absolutely. Doing the good stuff can be undone pretty quickly by making some common errors.
So let's quickly run through the 4 big pitfalls highlighted in the sources. Mistake number 1.
Keyword stuffing. Just don't. This is an old, outdated tactic where people would just repeat their target keyword over and over and over again.
Like putting Miami Bakery, best Miami Bakery, cheap Miami Bakery 47 times on the page.
Exactly. It reads horribly, provides a terrible user experience, and Google is way, way smarter than that now. It sees it as spammy and can actually penalize you. Right naturally for humans first. The keywords will naturally fall into place if you're covering the topic well. Okay, no stuffing. Mistake number 2.
Ignoring mobile.
Ah,
This is huge.
yeah.
Over 60% of all Google searches happen on mobile devices now, maybe even higher in some industries.
Wow, over half.
Yeah. So if your website looks broken, is hard to read, or takes forever to load on a phone, forget it. Google prioritizes mobile-friendly sites. If yours isn't, you simply won't rank well, period. Mobile isn't an afterthought. It has to be a primary consideration.
Makes sense. Mistake number 3 relates back to images and speed.
Slow load times. We mentioned it with images, but it applies to the whole page. If your page takes longer than, say, 3 seconds to load, studies show that about half your visitors will just leave.
Half, before they even see what you offer.
Yep. Bounce, gone. That's a massive loss of potential customers. Speed is critical for user experience and for rankings.
Okay, fast site is non-negotiable. And the final big one, mistake number 4.
Duplicate content. This means using the exact same block of text, word for word, on multiple pages of your website.
Why is that bad?
It confuses Google. If the same paragraph about your main service appears on 5 different pages, Google doesn't know which page is the most important or relevant one for that topic. So it might split the authority between them or just rank none of them well.
So every page needs unique, valuable content focused on its specific purpose or keyword.
Exactly. Each page should have a distinct job to do.
Okay, so putting it all together, these 5 elements and avoiding these 4 mistakes, the big picture here isn't about trying to trick Google, is it?
Not at all. That's the old way of thinking. Modern, effective on-page SEO is really about clarity and usefulness. It's about making your website genuinely helpful and easy to understand, both for the search engines crawling it and, more importantly, for the actual humans trying to find solutions.
And the good news, especially for small businesses who maybe don't have huge marketing teams or budgets, this isn't rocket science.
Not at all. It doesn't require a computer science degree. The sources gave some really practical advice on how to start.
Yeah, the key takeaways seem to be, don't feel overwhelmed trying to fix your entire website overnight.
Exactly. Just start with one page. Pick your most important service page, or maybe the page that should be answering a key customer question.
And then just work through the list. Fix the title tag, write a better meta description, make sure the H1 is clear, check the content, does it actually answer questions, optimize the images.
Yep. Nail that one page, then move on to the next most important one. It's an iterative process. It just requires a bit of time and thinking like your customer.
Okay, so maybe a final thought for everyone listening to mull over, based on everything we've discussed.
Yeah, I think it comes back to that stark statistic.
Yeah.
If 75% of your potential customers aren't scrolling past page 1 of Google.
What's the real cost to your business of being invisible right now?
Exactly. And maybe even more pointedly, what's the one specific question your ideal customer is typing into Google right now?
That your website is completely failing to answer.
Find that question. That's your starting point. Build your first perfectly optimized page around answering that question better than anyone else. That's how you start winning online.